Hey, what's up, everybody? So today we got a video for you. So our topic today is obviously our voice, and it's with Kevin Samuels, and it says, "How many women do you need? Some men need to grow up." In quotes. Okay, I haven't seen any of this, so let's jump right in.
Featuring Kevin Samuels.
What about those of us that require diversity? I found marriage and one woman to be incredibly boring. I might remarry when in older, but I'm only 32.
There you go. You're 32. What's going to happen when you're 50? How much do you need, man? But I tell you what, you'll get old real quick. 34 is probably already getting pretty damn old. Because it sounds like you've never had a loving relationship with a woman. You never had a woman rub your head and tell you it's going to be all right. And you never had a woman. See, guys who never had a woman's love, you're missing a lot. Even the crazy stuff they want to say in these spaces, FBI women, beautiful women who are feminine and inspirational, provide a hell of a lot more than just.
What? It's just,
how much do you need?
the way he said it?
This light kills me. It's just, how much pussy do you need? But yeah, I get it.
We've had this conversation
yes,
before.
We did.
Right? We talk about this in private and all this stuff. And this is like, after a while, it's like, how much more diversity? Do you know what I mean? Now,
yeah, I did lie.
This came from our.
Come on, bro. You're 30. If you're 35, 32, and shit, bro, that's the point when you at least start making an approach to a woman who you genuinely find her attractive. Find someone for yourself at that point and try to keep a healthy relationship, bro. I mean, exactly, like, bro, all pussy is basically the same. I mean, it's basically the same. Well, that's why you have all this time until you're 30, 35 to fuck bitches, right? Fuck various bitches. Diversity is key, bro. But when you're 30 and above and shit, bro, I mean, it depends on you when you want to fucking start it off. But if you're starting it off, find someone who you can actually link up with. Find someone who you can be emotionally connected to. Find someone who you can love. Find someone who expresses love back to you. Bro, that shit is very powerful. It is powerful.
The net of it was men who have not had their quote unquote sexual fill think that life is going to just be a non-stop acquisition of new women. And it's not. I mean, there's a relationship between a man and a woman that that supersedes the bedroom. And I think that's the problem. We don't value what each of us brings to outside of that. This is why you look at people when we look over at celebrities. If having all these multiple millions and billions just meant you could have concubines or whatever, why don't they have them? Because most people don't want that. And I would say this: number two, men who are really on their purpose, you're busy all the time.
Yep.
I'm busy all the time. The first time we physically spoke was in this live stream because we are so dadgum busy.
What?
That's just real shit. We're so busy. We're busy.
Making money. That's what it really comes down to. I think people have this misconception. I've heard people say this to me a few times too. They're like, yeah, man, now that you like made it must be like so easy, you must be out there. And I'm like, it's completely the opposite. Now that I do this work full time and I'm on this, like, bro, I've had.
When's the last time you got out? When's the last time you got out?
Forget this.
When's the last time you just? I'm talking about open the door. Not open the door and get your Uber Eats. Just had a walk outside. Just a little around the corner, bro.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Let's not even talk about girl. Let's talk about you leaving this goddamn place.
Man, I got work to do. Got money to make.
God damn.
You know, and I would probably say the last 2 years since like things have really started to like pick up, I've probably gone on less dates than I have. Like, this is the slowest period in my life in terms of dating and being out there. Before this, before I was doing this YouTube and this stuff, you know, from ages like 28 to like 24, I lived more in the streets than I did in my own place. Okay, I should have been paying rent and light bills out there. I owe somebody some money. because I was out there. But now that I'm so busy, and it's not even.
Imagine the city sending you a light bill.
Yeah.
You been living in these streets.
That's why I'm bored. I was in these streets. I was the streets. And they're like, hey, bitch, come out. Come see me. I don't need a boombox. I just be on Tinder swiping outside their door.
I'm going to be the one dressed like a cone.
Yo, that's it.
A whole construction cone. I'm the streets.
That's right. Forget a pothole. I was a sinkhole, man. I was just... But...
Oh, man.
You know, when he spoke about purpose, like I really believe in that. When you are focused on something and you really believe in it, a lot of this other stuff starts to be on the back burner. The only way to apply yourself and to really have high level success, from my experience and from a lot of men who I've spoken to, is like, you got to apply yourself. You can't afford to be the street. You can't afford to do that, right? So that's a misconception that people have. Sure, when you get that first, you might be like, ugh. But generally, my experience and from talking to other dudes, like they've realized that one, it's not rewarding, and two, it's not worth the cost. How much it affects your career. You start to think about, man, I could have put my energy towards this, towards that. This really wasn't fulfilling, other than a quick ego trip. It was kind of refreshing to hear him say that, because you don't hear that kind of talk in the manosphere.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
You cannot afford to be the streets unless you're Mike Skinner. You know what I mean? It was supposed to be so easy.
Yeah.
That's the fault, man, with UK people.
Even athletes, you know, people at high levels, if they try to engage in this too much, it affects their careers. Generally, you don't find too many playboys who are able to make it really far, get to, or to meet their full potential. Generally, they make it in spite of their need to constantly be everywhere.
Except Dennis Rodman. But even if he's the exception, so, you know.
Once you have a very good relationship, one where both people are caring towards each other, supportive, and have each other's backs, and it's not a lot of images of negative relationships that you see a lot, you're like, damn, okay, this is something worth building upon. So
That's a sign of a proper mature relationship. That is a mature relationship. You grow out of your other relationships and you take your mistakes, you understand your place in the relationship, and then you move forward, try to be a better person, right? And then when you get into the next one, hopefully you find the person who you really like. It depends on the relationship also. Casuals are different. People who want to be serious about things are again different. It really comes down to the girl and the person and the guy, really. I think it's true. Eventually you will grow out of fucking bitches out here, and then you will go ahead and find someone. And personally, I hope I do. I hope I do. I hope I find someone who shares similar interests with me. Not all the interests, similar interests. Few major aspects of life which needs to be similar. I've gone through shit in my life, and it would be nice to find someone who's gone through shit in their life too, so that we can connect on a whole different spiritual level, bro. That's very important to me. It's very important because if you're getting into a serious relationship and you do not have that emotional connection, that spirituality between you both, bro, unless it's casual or you're just fucking around, I don't know, bro. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Stop wasting your time and hers. Like, just move forward and tell her, yo, like, it's not gonna work out anymore, fam. We gotta go our own separate ways. It is what it is, man.
So, and the worst part is you're sacrificing for this, but then you take away from meeting your potential,
Yeah.
which means then you can't achieve the goals that you want to do, which is like potentially support your family, help the people around you, build for your community. You know, it's like if you ask me today what I derive pleasure from, it's like supporting those around me. That's what makes me personally fulfilled, right? I'd be sacrificing that to do all the other stuff. Does that seem right? Does that seem in line with like the values that I want? So you have to ask, like, what is your purpose? What it is that you want to accomplish, right? So that's just something that you have to think about. Is there anything else that you want to bring up?
No, you nailed it.
No, okay. You have nothing to say on this topic?
No, not really.
No. Yeah, single life for you. You know, it's like me and Christianity.
It's like me and Christianity.
Right? Don't worry, I'll zoom in on your face. I'll zoom in on your face and be like, today I chose violence.
Yeah, but no, it was not as violent as me when I went in. Because whenever you said that, whenever you wrote that, I was like, yeah, today.
You know why I wrote that?
I woke up. Why?
I wrote that because I knew like a lot of people were gonna have a visceral reaction to what you were saying.
of
So I
course.
was just like, get it, nigga.
And it was not even as bad as I thought it would be.
No.
I thought people would be, you're good?
He's backing up. He's backing up. I gotta let him know we still in these streets. Okay? We still in these streets. Can you hear the streets calling? You hear?
I thought it would be worse.
And it's funny I'm talking about this right now because I have like YouTubers who I used to follow way back in the day. Some of you guys might know him, Hot Damn I Rock. He actually came out with a video recently. And he talks about the change in his perspective as well. And so it's interesting to me that literally everybody I know who I've genuinely respected have kind of realized that being out here in these streets doing all this stuff, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's generally not worth it. And for the young folks who are watching this, young men especially, I know what they might sell you. I know what the people around you might be talking about. Understand a lot of it's just fluff. All right? A lot of it's just fluff. Focus on yourself. Focus on the things that you need to do. In the long run, you'll definitely feel more fulfilled by that.
Look, I look at guys in the NFL and NBA who don't have the benefit of having to work like we did per se. They work in a different environment. But where can you make yourself competent and getting these opportunities? You realize where you came from and how rare it is. You don't want to go back. And taking the time to try to chase women is a disservice to you, your purpose, and even the women, because this will crumble. This will fall. And it's so sad to see guys in the NFL, after the NFL, with kids here, kids there, money falling apart, dwindling. Now they're on Fix My Life or whatever. Look, it's easy for men to say if you haven't had enough success, the first thing I do is I go out and slay a bunch. Trust me. No, sir. No, sir. Even with the access I have, enough is enough. You want what you want. And that's why my private life, I keep it very, very quiet. I only deal with a certain caliber woman because it's already stressful enough to be me. You know how that goes in front of the camera, and people are always looking for something to expose you about or this or that. And it's like, you know what? I'm on my purpose. I'm doing what I need to do because I have an opportunity that I don't want to waste.
Nope.
So many guys don't have this, and this can be a generational blessing if I manage the opportunity correctly.
So I think what he says there is very reasonable. And I kind of want to play that because I think it's a message that doesn't get put out there enough. And I think when people do put it out there, they put it out there like being a player is shameful. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, as a man, it's generally it's in your best interest to just invest in yourself in that regards. Because one, doing the other stuff is not nearly as rewarding as people make it out to be. And two, you do yourself a disservice, like you said. So
It's the truth. But I'm young. I'm 24. So this is the age I fuck around for a bit. Um, learn a lot of things. Let it be in or outside the bedroom, girls, a lot of experiences to attain. But once I reach a level of succession, um, once I reach my goal, and that's when I'll actually start looking for a woman who is valued to me, right? Who I can value, who respects me for the person I am, who loves me for the person I am, who treats me right, and vice versa, obviously, bro. So yeah, it eventually you do go down to that, bro. It all comes down to that. Everyone's gonna settle down. No one's gonna be pimping out when they're 50 years old. If you are, bro, I just feel sad for you. I do not envy you at all. There is no envy around that person. Yeah, you might fuck like I don't know, fuck 200 girls, 300 girls, but I don't care, bro. I don't give a shit. I just want to have good amount of fun, probably like a decade of worth of fun at least. I mean, not at least a decade worth of entertainment, um, learning, experience, and all that. It all comes. It's all. It's all a group of clusters that you need to learn, right, through this phase until I'm probably. I don't know. Until I achieve my goals and when I think I'm ready. I'm not gonna put a particular age limit out there. Like by 30, 35, you have to do this and that. I don't mean that. What I mean is when you're ready, just go for it. Go for it. Find someone who respects you for who you are, man. Otherwise, it's hard out there. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you guys have a different opinion about it, um, maybe enlighten me about things I don't know. That'd be really nice. I like to see some good intellectual comments below. So thank you for watching, everybody. Peace out.